Thanks so much for joining us today on a new episode of Rec Chat Elevate Your Path. I'm Michael Brito with Rec Chat Committee, and today we have Justin Ford from UNC-Chapel Hill. So Justin, go ahead, please introduce yourself, explain, who you are, your job, what do you officiate, how long you've been doing it, how did you get started, your connection with NERSA.
Okay. My name's Justin Ford. I'm the Assistant Director for Sport Programs at UNC-Chapel Hill. The sport programs consist of the intramural and sports club program. And I currently have been officiating, for 20, 23, 22 years. I started when I was in college at NC State. So I guess that would put me like at 18. Started out as an intramural official, making the illustrious hourly wage of $6 an hour.
Wow.
I started as a flag football official, and currently I officiate college football at the FCS level, and I also officiate high school football, and then I officiate college basketball at the Division II and junior college level, and I also officiate high school basketball too.
Wow, busy man. So
Yeah, it's been a little bit busy. COVID allowed kind of this and take a little bit of a break. So yeah.
right. So first question here, have you been involved? Well, I know, have you been involved with the NERSA Champ Series? And what capacity? And then what has that experience been like?
Yes, I have been involved. I started out as a student official. I think my first tournament was at UNCW, and I used to go to that tournament a lot. I went for like 15 straight years. I went down to New Orleans for the National Flag Football Tournament. I've been involved with the NERSA Basketball Championship Series. I was a student official, a clinician. I've also been on the basketball work team and also the flag football touch and rules committee too. Currently, I'm not heavily involved in the NERSA Championship Series. I've kind of I wouldn't say aged myself out, but I've kind of taken a step back and allowed young people like you, Mike, up and coming professional staff, grad students, try to take on that opportunity to take NERSA into the next steps.
Right. Appreciate that. So what suggestions would you have for someone looking to elevate their officiating experience?
Well, I mean, right now I would say is to get involved in whatever sport that you have an interest in. I would say try multiple sports because they are different. You need to study the rule book, find a mentor, and obviously you want to work, but don't work too much where it can take away from either your schoolwork or your full-time job or your work-life balance. Expand the actual activities or officiating that you're going to do. I wouldn't necessarily say that you need to go straight into working camps in the summer. It really depends on what level that you want to go out and to achieve and stuff. So it's really just trying to find and get a good foundation.
Nice. So speaking about camps, what camps, certifications, trainings have you attended, and which were really valuable for you and your experience?
Well, there are I'll start with basketball since that's not my primary sport. There are a number of basketball camps and clinics across the country. One, I would say just focus on, if you are looking to get involved and get into the camp circuit, I would say focus on the camps that you can afford, and also the camps that you want to start out with teaching camps first. And then those developmental and tryout camps would be second. I would also say that find a camp that's within driving distance too, or at least try to go to a camp with a friend or colleague that has either been to that camp or is willing to ride with you to that camp. And it's always good to email or contact the director of the camp and find out what type of camp it is, the history of it, how many officials are going to be there, how many teams are going to be there too, or if there is an opportunity to get on the court. From a football standpoint, same thing. There aren't as many football camps as there are basketball camps, just because of the nature of like when football is played. Most of the football camps occur kind of in the spring because they lead into for spring football for some of the high school associations across the country, and then obviously spring football for FBS and FCS. And so, to be honest, the football camps are a little bit more expensive just because of the limited number of camps that are involved. But there's also clinics that you can get involved in at the local high school level too. So it's really just about getting in touch with the local high school assigner or even the local rec assigner. And trying to figure out, if you are looking to get into, going to camps and clinics, who do I need to contact and where do I need to go?
Nice. All right. So you are deeply involved with your officiating and are at a high level. What are your officiating goals for the future?
Well, currently my officiating goals, I'm actually sitting in the car right now on my way to work a college basketball game. So my goal right now is to get to the game safely, do a good job and work the game. I guess that would be my daily goals. Aspirations from a football standpoint, definitely want to continue to progress and move up. Maybe in next couple of years, get into the bowl series, even to a Power 5 conference, and long shot, high goal is, get an opportunity to work in the NFL. And then from a basketball standpoint, pretty much now is just using basketball to stay in shape and also to pay for those, pay for travel and pay for football camps and travel like that. But I do, I'm not going to turn down the opportunity to kind of move up basketball, but right now my focus is, strictly on progressing in football.
Right. Good luck. I think you got it.
Thank you.
So throughout your experience, what has been a highlight of your officiating career?
Highlights of my officiating career, to be honest, there's a lot. I think becoming an All-American way back in the day, early 2000s. I got back when the tournament was in New Orleans, the All-American officials and the champions from each of the divisions got to play exhibition games in the Sugar Bowl. I specifically remember going to the Sugar Bowl and doing an exhibition game, and the crew that I was working on, we got in trouble for allowing the teams to kick a field goal. Other highlights have been working state championship games in football and basketball, and my parents being able to come and see me officiate from time to time has been really gratifying and stuff. And then obviously all of the relationships that I have built over the years with local high school officials, college officials, even the the officials that are in the nursing community across the country. I still talk to a number of them. We're actually some of us are in a group for football where we get together during the all season every week, and we discuss rules. And I'm on a text messaging group with a couple of nurse officials that are working at college and high school at football and basketball too. So it's really the relationships that I've built have been a really big accomplishment too.
That's a lot of good stuff. Also, officials also need their own cheering section sometimes too. Like
yes.
Your parents make it.
Yes.
So looking back, if you could do anything differently in your fishing career, would you? And what do you wish you knew back then that you know now about officiating?
So that's a two-part question. What was the first one?
If looking back, if you could do anything differently, would you?
If I could do anything differently, would I? Um, no, I wouldn't. Um, I look at this as a as a lifetime journey.
Mhm.
Not my main focus, but it's an addition to my life. Um, to be honest, it started out as a hobby, and now it's kind of like a little part time job.
Mhm.
Um, and no, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything different because I can't. There's a lot of things I can control. Obviously, rule knowledge, mechanics, and obviously appearance. But other than that, I can't control the games that I get. I can't control the conferences that I work in.
Mhm.
I can't control the supervisor and who he assigns me with. Um, and I guess that's also what I've learned over the years is like you have to control what I can control,
Right.
and don't take it personally. There's a plan for everyone. You just have to continue to follow the instructions that your mentors and mentees are providing you. I kind of look at officiating as kind of like um, you can work from the top up, but you also want to bring people up
Mhm.
because you never know when those people are going to be working with you, working for you, or you might be working for that person. So it's kind of like an all-encompassing circle that you have to kind of look at and stuff.
Right. Right. That's
Hopefully, I
that's
answered the
fair.
second part too.
Yeah, you got that. You got that. Was there a specific moment you could point to when officiating became something you knew you wanted to pursue further?
When I was a student at NC State, and I spent way too much time in the rec department
Uh-huh.
and stuff. I started working with when Bradley Petty was the intramural director there at NC State, and then when he left, it was David Parker, and I can specifically remember spending uh, too much time in the office with David and sometimes going home at 11 o'clock at night because we
Mhm.
had been one working or scheduling playoff brackets when we had to do it by hand, or two arguing over a specific call and stuff. So I kind of knew that like, yeah, this is probably something that I want to do. Or the time where I flew halfway across the country to work a NOSA regional flag football tournament.
Nice. Nice. So,
So yeah.
that's our questions for now, and we have now our rapid fire section. So I just have a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna hit you with, and you tell me what comes to mind.
Okay.
All right. So, basketball or football?
Football.
Football. If you officiate another sport, what would it be? I don't know if you have
I,
time for that, but
oh man, if I officiated another sport, what would it be? Um, I think I could do ice hockey.
I thought. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can actually ice skate.
Oh, nice. Beach or mountain?
Beach.
Beach. All right. This one's a favorite brand, Adidas or Nike?
Nike.
Nike. All right. Favorite city to travel to?
Favorite city to travel to. Um, New Orleans. Uh, the culture, the history,
Hmm.
uh, the food is amazing. Every time I've been, I've experienced something different in relationship to going to that city.
Oh, that's beautiful. Pre-game conversation or post-game conversation?
Post game conversation. Um, there are some times where if I have a bad game or if I have a good game, I'll get on the phone and I'll talk to three or four different people about the game, or we'll talk. We'll get on like a group call and we'll talk. Well, all of us will talk about our games. stuff. So it's usually like pregame, everybody's like, where are you going? Post game is like, okay, let's get on the phone and chat and stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Always learning.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Gatorade or Powerade?
I'm a Gatorade fan. Michael Jordan all the way. I want to be like Mike.
There you go. Do you have a favorite call or signal to make?
Who doesn't like calling the charge in
There
basketball?
you go. Yeah. Either charge or blocking is also a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last one here, and give me your best estimate. How many times have you read a rule book?
Wow. I'll tell you this, Mike. At one point, I was working. I had to dibble dabble in the flag football rule book because I was on on the rules committee, helping edit. And that was a while back. And then I had my high school football rule book. I had my college football rule book. I had my basketball rule book for high school and college. So at one point, I was
Wow.
going back and forth between 5 different rule books at a time. Um, to be honest, now I really only skim through the high school rule books because I don't want to get confused with the college books. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably go through and read them. The football rule book, I'll try to read at least. I'll try to read that at least once every 2 months. So I'm going through the rule book every 6 months. During the preseason, I'm probably reading it, at least once a week.
That's why you're one of the best.
Oh, you know what? The one of the last questions you didn't ask me what I listened to in the car.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and share.
So I was thinking about this for a while. Normally, I used to listen to just hip hop and listen to the radio. Now I've gotten into depending on the length of the drive, I'll listen to a podcast. I'm a big Bomani Jones fan. He's an
I like
ESPN.
Yeah.
He's great. And then sometimes now I get into my Apple Music. I'll do my Jay-Z or my Kanye essentials.
There you go. The
Old
classic.
Kanye though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you there. Yeah. All right, Justin. Appreciate everything for sharing the knowledge and your experience so far. And then good luck to you the rest of the way. And thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Good luck to you also.
Thank you. Go ahead and do our closing. Tune in Mondays, 3 p.m. Eastern Time to watch the next episode. Watch all of our episodes on our YouTube channel and IGTV. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at RecChat. Thanks again, Justin. Have a good one. Stay safe and good luck with your basketball game.
All right. Thank you.